Hello, everybody. You don't have to ask or put it in the comments. I have had my hair cut and I do look gorgeous. Right. Welcome to the Heat Army podcast. Before we go any further, of course, a big thank you to our sponsors, Northern Prince, every time, Northern Prince Solutions, and our partners at Patrick. And of course, hit that subscribe button. Wembley is this weekend. It felt like it was never going to come, but it's here now. And just like that, here come the boys as well. Hello there, lads.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah,
right, Steely.
Good.
I don't know why. I've went all of a sudden. I went hoarse just before we started here, but messages are flying in. Let us know
how it
is. I'm choking on my own hairs. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
I tell you what, don't lose your voice for Saturday.
I was cut to an inch of my life at a Turkish barber's in Lowfell. So didn't get my nose hairs trimmed though. I was hoping for that. Right, I digress. Right, it's Wembley this weekend. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I was at the press conference today. We've got a couple of little interviews to play out. I did record the press conference, but I learned a good lesson today. Don't record something in 4K for over half an hour because the file is massive, and if you edit on your phone, you'll never get it on. Right. So, but if you have a look, the club have put up the press conference. Some interesting questions in there. Rob and Louis giving honest answers, and you'll get your own opinion on how G'd up the team are, and they certainly seem to be. And yeah, I understand the messages are absolutely flying in. Big thank you to everyone. We've got Darcy sent in messages. Of course, if you subscribe on YouTube, it's easier to send a message, and Darcy has done that. We can bring your messages up on the screen. You're all old hands at it now, but just in case there's anyone new. And Steve Farnfield, of course, the most important burning question. Hello, boys. Assume everyone's waiting for the big event on Saturday. After all, Eurovision only happens once a year.
I'm glad Steve said something because I didn't even know it was on.
Oh, well,
it's all over the BBC, man.
That's what me and Steely's going to snuggle in the hotel on the night time and watch Eurovision. It's going to be great. We've got
ABBA gear on.
No, naked.
You weren't meant to tell him that, Davey.
I know. We've got we really need to win this one above normal, as it's a major statement after all that has happened. My son will be cheering the lads on at Wembley. Fantastic stuff. And more people are sending the things there. We've got even all from Ken Webster, heed for the cup. We've got a bit of an old saying, isn't it? We don't get that one much now, do you? There's a bit of a thing we see.
To be fair to Ken, he is
be kind. Be kind.
Oh, he's in his 60s, let's say.
Oh, you mean he's in his prime? Right.
He's in his prime, Harry.
Then his prime, Sean Parry, of course. The Waldens are in, so is Craig. Gavin Rudd, thank you for the messages. And Trina has put even all getting a tad excited for Saturday now. Come on, the Heat. And I've got Steely's here because it come to mine. But I've got my hoodie also.
Look at this.
Oh my God.
Lovely.
There we go. You can still get yours. The shop's open tomorrow at the stadium from 5 till 7. You still want to get your Wembley merch. So yeah, and of course as well, if you still want to travel, we did speak to the managing director of Lumo last week. Tickets are available on sale for the game with a late comeback time. If you want to make a late dash and join us at Wembley, it will be a fantastic occasion. And boys, I was down at the press conference today, as I mentioned before. Spoke to a couple of the players. I've got a couple of interviews to play out. I'll play them out later on. But the mood in camp is very high. You can sense that obviously what happened hurt and probably always will. But the lads it's Wembley, and I know it feels like we're there all the time because we've been 2 years in a row. But this is little old Gateshead getting to the home of world football.
God, yeah, it's exciting. Even Mickey's getting excited. Look at his face.
Now, what I was going to say is because there's bound to be some who've never been before.
Yeah.
In my opinion, just before you go into Wembley, take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Take everything in.
Drink it in.
It can overwhelm me at first.
Well, Luke Hannon said that, didn't he? He said he's never played there. He's never been. So if some of the players have never been there before, but a few have. So,
so Vanessa's ordered nice weather for Saturday because it's going to be a scorcher by the looks of it. So
we need our shades.
Yeah.
Are we in the east side? Do we need our shades?
I'm not.
I don't know. You're more the weatherman than me. So
yeah,
I think it's where the sun bleats down into. I remember seeing the Cambridge fans. Anyway,
I hope to hear on a trail of the Lonesome Pine echoing around Central Station on Saturday morning. Now, actually, something I have got here. One second, I need to upload this. If you remember when we spoke to Martin last week, I'll put the prices up just where we're doing this. Obviously, if people still want to go, that's the travel information for people if they want to go to the I'll get my words out. If they want to go to the game, I'll get it there eventually. Thank you for the help. I'm I've got a picture saved, but I'm trying to find out which one it is of the beautiful Jack McGragan modelling at the stadium. Not the stadium, at the Angel. It was supposed to be a player, and they dropped out, and then they got him roped into it. Jack in front of the Angel. Oh, where's this picture? I will find it. Don't worry. But of course, if you're thinking of you doing the late trip down to Wembley, there is the prices. I'll get it before the end of the show. Don't worry. But it's a corker as well. Let's see if this is it. 1 second. No, it isn't. It's just Steely from the football. There we go. Look at that.
Very hard. I like the picture you used, where it looks like he's got a guitar case on his back.
Right. I found it now. I found it. Right. This is
go.
What I'll do is, while I'm getting this sorted in the background, here is the first interview that we got today. It was a little one with Kenton Richardson, and this is what he had to say before the press conference today. Kenton, welcome to the podcast again. Another big weekend coming up, Wembley again. I'd say last year was disappointing, but this year we'll go into different circumstances.
Oh, definitely. I think for the lads who were here last year, the pain of defeat was it's going to be a massive motivation for us. When you look at the squad last year, we were sort of down to bare bones. We had a few injuries, a few lads cup tied, but this year we've got a great squad and everyone's fit, so we're all raring to go, yeah.
And of course, when we still had a league campaign to finish when we qualified for Wembley. Obviously, since that's all done and dusted, sadly, the way it ended. But are the lads all pumped up for getting down to Wembley this time?
Yeah, definitely. I think initially when the playoffs were happening, as we were watching the games, like everyone was gutted. We were thinking that could have been us. But we're all looking forward to playing at Wembley and against a team who were also in the playoffs, who got the final. So it's a good opportunity to show how well we would have done.
Yeah, definitely. And as I say, you got as many of the family coming down?
I've got obviously my missus, my sister, and all my mates are coming down, and my missus' family. So excited. Yeah.
Oh well, hopefully we're celebrating in Box Park afterwards.
Yeah, can't wait.
Cheers. Thank you.
No worries.
There we go, Kent Richardson, and of course, Box Park has been confirmed since our last podcast. You can go there before the game. I think is it £10 entry, lads, for that one?
Yeah,
but should be jumping in there. Nice place to be, just outside the stadium, obviously, and get iconic photos outside, looking up at that arch. And now talking of iconic photos, of course, there is a beer. That's for the Lumo. There you go. Yeah. It's the Whistle Stop lager, and it's got the Lumo on there, and of course, Gateshead player. And but obviously that's available when you get on the train. But the this is just the best thing I've ever seen. Jack McGragan. You know what it is, right? Jack's amazing, and it just took me by surprise. I asked him about it, and he went, one of the players was supposed to be there, but they couldn't do it. And I went, will you be in the photo? And he was like, and they convinced him. But look at that style. Look at him. Gorgeous.
I think that's the first time I've seen him actually smile like that.
Yeah, I know. It's great, isn't it? So there you go, Jack McGragan. Who knew he could model beer and football so well? So there we go. But well done. Fantastic stuff from Lumo. They've really jumped on board. Of course, we had Martin on last week, and he said there was some surprises, and there you go. So if anyone can get themselves a commemorative can, enjoy it on the way down, and hopefully on the way back.
And,
I have asked on Twitter for it if we put it on the 12:15 the next day. So
yeah,
and well done, Mickey, as well. Last Wednesday, obviously, Central Station went well because obviously you're going to the match. So good work. Well,
I was actually watching the gig last week. I completely forgot about it. I was all set to go to watch the lasses, and my mate rang up and said, "What time we're meeting on Wednesday?" And I went, "Where we're going?" And he says, "Well, we've got the gig." I thought it was November. So I ended up at the gig with a quick break, and I sent some questions for Hanno and Monty. And by the way, your questions, you didn't ask half the relevant questions that needed asking. I mean, did Hanno and Woman have the pink speedos for when they go to that hotel?
Yeah, well, we couldn't. With some of these questions, we couldn't ask Mickey because we wanted to stay on air. We've got Big Mantis, not Simon. So there's different ones. Just been down to see him. Kits getting sorted for the lads as well. Full motion. Come on the heat. We've got Who's Big Spoon? That must be for our Eurovision cuddle party. We'll just join on the Wembley pitch for that. Ken Webster's 67 next year. See, that's young.
Oh, Ken.
I mean, he's on his third hip. He's all right. We've got Alan Getz. Even all just watched the press conference. Glad to see Robbie and Louis have great hopes for next season. Now, of course, that was something we're going to get onto a little bit later on, but I think we'll get into it now. Of course, if you watch the press conference, they're talking about plans for next season, talking about keeping the players for next season and pushing again, and hopefully, everything will be resolved on the other side of what happened with the EFL and the council. So that's very positive signs, and that they want to stay and want to build with these players. And that, to me, it's a lovely thing to hear, and I think a lot of people will take heart at that. But once we get confirmation on what happens next season, if everything goes our way, then things look pretty good then to build on for next year.
Well, it's all about the council, isn't it? If we get that 10-year lease guaranteed in black and white, in paper, on the press, whatever, then hey, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What are you going to say?
Sorry, Steely.
No, it's all right.
I think one thing it's woke up is the need to start looking.
Well, yeah, I mean, I did ask to want to get someone on for this show. Just Mike Cow, he wants to come on after the Wembley, because obviously there's people still asking questions, and there's not much can really be said at the moment. Yeah. And hopefully, the club will work with him and the soul, because I think he brought up a lot of great points and he's got knowledge in that area. But you would hope that it could be the start of the club being able to, and everyone else that works with the club being able to pull in the right direction with the council, because it all has to work with the council, and things, put on a good footing. I think that's what I think everyone would like to see on the back of this, regardless of what the state of players regarding the league. I think getting the club in a stable place with its own home, or with a longer lease, with greater stability, can only give us a great foundation to build on. But yeah, it's I don't know what you lads think, but that's the way I would look at it.
Yeah, definitely. It's like we're rocking a hard place, isn't it?
We just haven't got the money to move.
I don't know what's going on with the EFL, National League, and the football club, and things like whatever. If I've said it once, I've said it a million times. It's them players we feel sorry for, and the staff. But one thing's rest assured, I know they're working towards getting this thing put right, and by God, it's got to be number one priority for next season.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, players will leave if we don't get it sorted.
Well, that's the the bridge we'll have to cross when we get to past Wembley and there's Mike Cows. But yeah, we'll happily come on after the game. Just feels the focus needs to be on the players and Wembley and all pulled together, lads. And I said, I couldn't agree more.
Awesome,
We've got more messages coming in. This is a great one here. We've got a new nickname for Jack McGragan. Jack Two Balls McGragan. And there's his balls, and he's happy to show them.
Oh God!
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Anyway, we need to get sorted because we're going to win the league next season.
Oh yeah, there was both, and the FA Cup, and also as well, I believe we actually. Did you see this news? Looks like that we'll be involved in a new cup competition next year.
Yeah, which quite frankly I think is a crock of crap. By the way.
Oh no! What's is this the Bob Lord Trophy?
It more or less is. It's where we will be playing against the Premier League under-21 sides in a competition. The top 16 sides in the National League have been and will be entered into a competition with the under-21.
Basically entered into the Papa John's
type of thing.
So we've already got fixture congestion. Look what happened to us and others. And yet they're going to more games.
But obviously, this was the ploy of to get rid of the replays in the FA Cup, because I would imagine that is when these games are going to be played around about the same time. So isn't that very convenient?
And the National League agreed a fee with the Premier League. They'd sell on so they really would.
Honestly, that's shocking. Is that really going to happen?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So the cynic in me says that, and Scott, let's get talking back about
sorry
about Wembley. Let's have a look up here. We've got Barry Lee has put evening gents, I swapped my shift at work to sit and watch the match. TNT come on the heat. Well, I hope you're putting on my commentary because we got our confirmation today that we can do sweating a little bit on that, but I think I'm not the only one. Everyone has been getting the confirmation today or yesterday, which is, when you think about it,
that's by email, Davey, or did the
I got it. No email from the people at Wembley themselves, but obviously, I mean, everyone's wanting to get there, and the plus the at Wembley as well. Credit to them that they've got the women's FA Cup final as well the next day, plus all the people for the other game that's happening on the day, so that their media team will be working loads, and for us they had to check with the broadcast partners and media team that we could comply with the commentary. Of course, they'd have to check us out, say that we're not swearing, effing and jeffing or that type of stuff, and also that it is just good to be an audio stream on YouTube, and that is where the commentary will only be on Saturday. It will be audio only on YouTube to comply with the rules of the FA. So,
well, if I had said no, Davey, all you could have said is I want me royalties for being played over Wembley Stadium last season.
Yeah, I know. So I don't have to win this year. But I will do love your commentary. You're sucking up now, Barry Lee, aren't you? We've got Mason. I'm going to try and listen to the game on Saturday as I'm out. Hey, you're at the Newcastle game, aren't you? That's where you are.
Mason. Yeah. Dear me.
At the end of the day, he's a Toon fan who comes watches gated, so you can't really.
We've got Kieran James can't wait for Wembley. The atmosphere will be amazing. It will. And just to echo what Mickey said earlier on, when you walk in, just savor it, because it feels like we've been spoiled somewhat to get there 2 years in a row. Three times in 10 years. When we got there the last time, I thought we'd never ever make it back. The pipe dream, and I'm not saying we'll never get back there again, but savor it just in case, because someone that's 14 now might not get back there till they're 70. That's the way football works sometimes. Some teams haven't even been there, so please savor it. Take as many photos of it. Remember it all. Remember it kick by kick, and it's hopefully it'll be an amazing experience. Whatever.
Funny enough, if I know Kieran, he'll probably be too drunk to remember Wembley.
Yeah, had a good time. Did he enjoy himself?
Yeah,
good lad, Kieran.
Yeah, we've got Mr. Cow as well. It's congratulations on Wembley Company, a real achievement and entirely on merit. Be tuning in from the mountains of Catalonia. So yeah,
Wow.
got some pins in the map for where people have tuned in from. And we've got if we win on Saturday, I wouldn't be surprised if Gateshead Council will be falling over themselves for a generous offer of ground security, etc. I don't know. Let's just look at the positives. It's about what's on the pitch at the minute and what these lads have achieved. Let's hope we score at Wembley so David can lose his voice. It's not my voice you got to worry about. It's Mark's ears. He's the one with the headphones on next to us. We've got Greg Ollie knew we'd be back. He did. He predicted it, didn't he? He's more telegraphic than the Simpsons. He knows what's happening in the future. So amazing. But we've got Barry Lee as loved it in 2014. Kieran James when I was there in the playoff final. Yeah, it's got we've got you know him too well.
Oh, I do. I know Kieran well.
Yeah, and
he's actually good mates with Dion's boyfriend. Dion,
right.
for the Gated lasses.
Yeah. As I say,
I think he helps them out when they're busy.
Right. Well, we've got a third time Wembley in 10 years. How good is that? Yeah. I mean, that's pretty epic, isn't it?
Pretty epic. And third time lucky?
Hopefully. I mean, there's some big Premier League clubs haven't been there 3 times in the last 10 years. You know what I mean? So you put it into perspective. It's like, well, wow. You know what I mean?
Just ask Tottenham Hotspur. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Was it Whitley Beer that went 4 years in the FA Plus?
I think so. They won it 3 years in a row, didn't they?
Aye.
And but it wasn't at Wembley, though, was it? Or was it?
I'm not sure. I think
one of them was at Wembley. Because
I'm not sure.
I think that one of them was at Wembley because I'm sure Wayne Phillips scored like a ridiculous goal, like from good few yards out. Jack Robinson's enjoyed Robin Louis post-match confidence, gives me some confidence. Neil Robinson, my big brother, has been to Wembley to watch the 2 and 5 times, lost every time. This will be my 3rd time with the Heat and wants to watch AC/DC. So enjoy the day. Look at him rubbing it in that he's been to see AC/DC.
Neil Robinson must have some money.
Yeah, he must do. Proper rich.
He's got good taste.
He has. I'm
you've got 3 AC/DC fans around the table.
I know. We're going to have to see. I'm going to ask him a question though. Was it AC/DC with Brian Johnson or was it with Axl Rose? Like I didn't get to see the full lineup. I got to see Axl Rose, so it's still good.
Brian Johnson one have done it in 1990 or 1991.
Right, class.
That's the best one.
Fantastic there, like I must admit.
Greg is going to say it again and again. We'll be sick of going to Wembley. Well, if he turns into Mystic Ollie, I'll not be bothered. Away the Heat on Saturday. Keith, a Heat lad who lives in Rome. Oh, well, bloody hell. Are you coming over? Will you be listening to us, Keith? Keep in contact as well, because they say we want our man in Italy, don't we? Our roaming Heat fans everywhere.
Yeah, Keith, get tuned into the Heat Army podcast on Saturday.
Yeah, thank you for joining us on the volley.
Just digressing slightly, we should congratulate Bromley. Bromley going up into the Football League for the first time in their careers, their lives.
What a sick congratulations. So, it had been either side. It's a new team going up, and that's what you as non-league fans you want to see.
I'm just going to wish them the best of luck. Yeah, we couldn't get in.
No.
So be it. I mean, I think we would have given our teams.
I think we will give all teams. Right.
Whether we've got the final or not, I don't know. But congratulations, Bromley. I can imagine they're all on cloud.
Oh, they'll be
59, never mind 9.
You can imagine, wouldn't it?
They'll be a hoot. Just on.
I hope we loved watching the playoffs as much as we did.
Yeah. We've got it was Brian Johnson that he went to see, so he's seen him good there. We're gonna have to put a vote here. We're gonna have to put hashtag kegs, yes or no, 1 second, I've got here the tracks from AC/DC. We're going down what songs were like from AC/DC now.
Whoa.
Steve Thornfield. I want in the comments. Just found my lucky kegs. Do I wear them or not? So hashtag yes or no.
Are they actually lucky though? Did he wear them at Wembley last time and the time before? Obviously not washed, but we just need to know.
Did he wear them inside out? Did he wear them back to front? This is the problem. We don't know which way he did it.
To be honest, I hope they've been washed. That's all I'm thinking.
Hopefully they have. And we dominated Bromley in the last game of the season. We did. But hey, that's just the way it goes. We've got people are going yes, and yes. So it's a yes for the Nickers at the moment.
Stevens is the only pair you've got clean. So yes,
it's his only pair.
Yes, it is his only pair.
Unlucky Dunstan. We spoke on about the teams. Unlucky Dunstan as well. They were very unlucky in the end.
They were 30 seconds away from being promoted. Alan, guess what? Can I check the commentary? We'll start it for the build-up. We'll start it for the game. Kickoff is at 4:15. So there you go. We're not going to have a big build-up, obviously, because we don't want to put out lots of videos, because obviously it's meant to be an audio stream. So we're not going to have that type of thing, because we do want to do that next season and have a little bit of a show before the commentary goes out. Try and put things together, get interviews and highlights together to put out as like a TV show. We've got no doubt in my mind that that group could have taken us to the Football League. The job now is to keep them together and give them reasons to stay. Couldn't agree more. And hopefully a winner's medal will help with that. We've got 1 second. So do you think Gateshead will lift the FA trophy at Wembley? I'm hoping to see them lift it on the soft top of a Citroen Berlingo outside of Gateshead's Civic Centre, celebrating. See if we can get a soft top.
Notes for definite.
Nothing's for
We're
definite.
just hopeful. I mean,
we go in.
Imagine everybody in Solihull's thinking exactly the same as we are.
Could we like just score a goal or something? I know we scored against Cambridge, but just an early goal, just to celebrate and be excited.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're going to a better chance than last year. We've got a better, the squad is healthier than this time last year. So it should be, pretty good. Am I still here, boys? Or we're froze? There we go. I had been pressing loads of times and it wouldn't take that message off. Mr. Luke has put, is it both froze on us? Have I froze? Are we back?
We're good. Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
It just froze on my end there. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but is it possible to lift the trophy in front of the Civic Centre? Oh, we had that one, a little bit of a joke. We've got, I know it's hard to see in the current circumstances, but would you offer someone like Joe Cook a new contract? I don't know how he trains, etc. But the guy is 15 minutes of fight. I don't know. You'd have to see, wouldn't you? I'd imagine they'd be offering trials out to players in the summer. And we've got the Heed is 23-20 to win, worth backing at the bookmakers. So there you go on that one. Right, we've got another interview. Sorry, no, it's just over evens.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm on betting, so
Solihull will be similar price.
Yeah, you would imagine there'll not be much in it. There'll be a tab paper in it, as they say. Right, we've got Marcus Danga next. So this is a little interview with Marcus, similar to what we did with Kenton, and we'll be back in a second.
Marcus, welcome back to the podcast. Lovely to have you on. I say, is the bear going to be roaring at Wembley? That's the question we're all wanting to know.
No, definitely. I'm hoping to anyway. That's the aim. So. Hopefully I can get a couple of goals there.
Yeah, and you were one of the players last year that was unfortunately cup-tied. Did it sting last year not being able to go out on the pitch at Wembley?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, as a player, you're thinking it's probably like not everyone gets a chance to play at Wembley, so missing that chance, they're thinking, I wish it was me. And But I remember saying it last season that this year, you know, we're going to make it there again. So hopefully I can go on the pitch this time and do my stuff.
Oh, fantastic. Well, we just spoke to Kenton and he said his family's coming down in force as the Danga's coming down in force as well.
Cousins, friends, family, yeah, everyone's coming. So hopefully we can put on a show.
Oh, amazing. And obviously we touched on the way the season ended with Kenton. Obviously disappointing, but do you think we can use that going into the final? Show that what we're all about?
Yeah, we've had enough time to prepare for it. We know what we're going to be expecting. We played Solihull so many times this season, so I think it's going to be a good test for us again. But I think we're even ready more than ever, to be honest, for a game like this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, that's great. Marcus, thank you very much. That was great.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go. That was Marcus Danga speaking to us before the press conference, and you can see the glint in his eye that the bear is ready to go, isn't he? And
I always expect him to turn up in the Bo Selector suit for the bear.
I just got a mental image of that there, but you know what it is. I mean, we're talking about us as fans being excited to go down, but the players' families and friends get to go down and see their friends out there at Wembley, which must be absolutely fantastic as well. We know that Evan's family are coming down. They've got a bus booked, a coach. It'd be great to see them down at Wembley. I'm sure they'll be just as noisy as everybody else. And as I say, we talk about
singing Bread of Heaven.
Sorry?
They'll be singing Bread of Heaven.
Oh, the green grass of home will get all the classic Welsh anthems. Hopefully they'll sing Delilah as well. We'll get that one blaring out. We've got MK Dons lost their playoff game yesterday. Yes, they did. But Adam Campbell would have been happy on that end of that one. But there's still another leg to go in that. It's not all over. I would imagine MK Dons will come out the traps in the second leg for that. We've got Ginger Joe. It's got greetings from West Peterborough. See you all Saturday. Certainly hope we do. Sandra's but there's no chance of me wearing them. Feels it's unfair. Those sitting close to me. Well, it would be, wouldn't it? I mean, I was smelling Sandra. Is that what it is? Is Steve's underpants smelling now? I mean, we'll have to have a whip round and get some Lynx Africa for him, so he's smelling all right. So yeah, obviously we want you all like to give us your things on Wembley and stuff like that. But Mickey come up with a great idea, because I was struggling because this week I haven't had much time to concentrate on the show because of daughter. I'll tell you the story. On Thursday morning, I got up and Sophia was crying with stomach pains, and we went to the doctors. Had to go to the GPs, obviously. Then they sent us up the hospital with suspected appendicitis. The QE concurred and said, nil by mouth, we're going to send you over to the RVI. So it was at the RVI till 1:30 in the morning, and my daughter had the jelly scan, what they're called again, the ultrasound.
Oh yeah.
I know, he's rubbing her belly with it, and going right round. And she goes, whoa, you're heavy-handed, aren't you, to the doctor? And I think, God, yeah. And then we get back up to the ward, and then she just lets out the biggest fart, right, you've heard from a 9-year-old. All right, it rasped, and it stunk. And I looked at her, and I went, you're just constipated, weren't you? And she went, no. And then again, another fart followed, and I was like, 1:30 in the morning, we got home from the hospital. So thankfully it wasn't appendicitis. So then
acute wind.
Just acute wind, and she wasn't that cute, I tell you, at that moment. Then my wife came back late on Friday. Obviously, she was panicked because she thought we're having an operation to go. She was going to come back to for Sophia, and then Saturday it was recovery time for the wife after the long travel from Torquay on the bus, and she's got a chest infection, so she's ill. Then my mum had to go into hospital on Boxing Day, on bank holiday. So I was there all day for that. And so and then I was at the hospital myself yesterday, and now my wife nearly had to take her to the hospital today nearly because she had an asthma attack. So I'm sick to death. I've been in every hospital in the northeast nearly, so that's why I didn't have this section. But I'll give Mickey's credit; he come up with this. Favorite moment of the season and favorite goal of the season, barring the FA Trophy semi-final. And I'll let Mickey go first because it was his idea.
Oh.
Well,
Favorite
obviously,
moment.
my goal of the season is Keane Adams. But there's been some absolute splendid goals. I mean, there was Ed Francis's goal at Rochdale, where he's pinged it in the top corner. You've got the 7-1 against Hartlepool. There's so many goals to pick from that game.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was the third goal where they knock it about and create the space. Hannon crosses it over and Dejan heads it in.
Yeah.
But there's loads of goals. I mean, it's been one absolutely fantastic season. Hartlepool's obviously going to be up there with game of the season.
Yeah.
Hasn't it? My goal of the season was a Kidderminster one, and that was just simply because we were known as a footballing side. Emphasizes exactly how we play, like from the back all the way out. You know, every player bar one touched it, scored. So it's that kiddie goal. It was a brilliant goal.
The goal for me, I would say, it's between two. It's between the 37 pass goal or 39 pass. That's
kiddie,
you're going up the kiddie one, and the Danga finish against Hereford. His first touch, lobbed it over the keeper.
Goal.
Tremendous finish.
Poor Luke Hannon. I mean, he scored an absolutely blinder against Barnet, and it doesn't get a look in.
I know.
And Stourbridge, his goal against Stourbridge was an absolute.
We've got there the Luke Hannon goal and Barnet for him. It says 8 goals. So instead of ground hopping, hospital hopping. Yes, I was. So I've got to see all the ins and outs of these hospitals. We've got. There will be plenty of farting at Wembley at the weekend. Possibly will be.
I'm sharing a room with him.
I mean, I think he's going. I think he's probably having a 5-bean chili before he goes.
Who said that?
Who said that about the farting? Simon Horn. Well,
well.
one of his horn by name, horn by nature. If Farnfield's wearing his lucky kegs, please tell us what block he is in, so there might be time to change my ticket. Epic stuff. Alty was special after a poor first half with the wind.
Yeah.
Second half,
Jack,
that was a good game. Yeah,
second half.
But games-wise, but Barnet away was quite special. They hadn't lost at home at all. We went down and turned them over 2-0. That was a good win, that.
Do you know what I
think?
It was an important
wins, to be fair.
For me,
when we listened to commentaries, the 3 were before we go, we said, I fancy a point. Yeah, I'm not really sure. And then at the end of it, we've been boozing.
Do you know it's not one that sticks out, or probably won't stick out for many people, but it was Rob's first game in charge. They were away to Rochdale, where we were 2-0 down at half time, and then we come out fighting in the second half, and that gave me hope of these lads still want to play. And it wasn't the case of the manager's gone, the heads have dropped. Whatever Rob, Louis, and Carl did started that day for me. That second half fight back, we were phenomenal in that second half, and probably should have went on to win it.
We're 2-0 down at half time. We'd literally done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
The first goal was an absolute worldie, and it's just a cross, and the lads got on the end of it, and it flew in. And
you were there, Mickey, weren't you?
The attacking. We played really well that night, and I remember stood there in the way and thinking, how are we 2-0 doing here?
Yeah. There was one of them, but as a what do you call it? That was goal of the season. Brown's first goal against Boreham Wood was a canny one as well. I say there was some special goals this season that's been scored. Reflecting on last year, how much better do we stand with the squad that we have at our disposal? Of course, we went in undercooked last year, so to speak, wasn't it? We were all hands to the pump. And look, we only got beat 1-0 last year. It wasn't the greatest game. Those players playing out of position, to fill spots. And I'm incredibly proud of that performance. Even though we got beat, we got there, and that team gave us everything. Just on the day, it just wasn't to be.
Go back to the semi-final. We lost a player early on. Ollie Thompson's come on. I can't remember who went off injured. Ollie Thompson come on and changed the game.
Yeah.
That squad 3-0 up against Barnet. Yeah, they got back to 3s each. But if you'd put that team up and says to me, we'd be 3-0 up at half time, 3-1 up at half time, lads, I would have went, really? I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's other ones here. We've got Steve Jenkins' recruitment this season has been first class. Every pick has worked phenomenal behind the scenes to identify these lads. And, this is something that I think we'll probably go on to on the next show or the show after from Wembley, because there's only probably a couple of shows left before we have our summer break ourselves. The value that the club has, obviously it's not monetary value, is our reputation now. The likes of Dejan Brown that's come in, Stephen Wern in a year in a bit is turned his career around. Look at Macaulay Langstaff. Yes, he's been gone a little while, but it started here. You've got Adam Campbell in the playoffs. Yeah, Bales in the playoffs, Campbell in the playoffs. And then you've got Matty Jacobs just signed a 3-year contract today. Ethan Pye, just signed an extension. I think Matty Jacobs signed an extension as well earlier in the week. Nearly every player that's come into Gateshead and worked hard has achieved something and went on to better their career. And there's
good football league clubs now want to pass players to us for blooding their players in.
Well, the stats speak for themselves now. How there's only very few of the loans haven't worked out, and in the past, it was a lottery, and it still is. Don't get us wrong. We've been fortunate and worked hard, and it's getting the right caliber of player in the right mentality is what the right humans, as Robin, Louis, and Carl say. But our success rate must be about 80% at the minute with these loans, which is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, fingers crossed it continues. But if that was the peak, and we're still behind them levels or near them levels, it's still a fantastic achievement for what we're doing with how little we've got.
Yeah, I mean, everyone uses Dage as the yardstick. You've got to remember Kieran Evans had come from Cardiff, and that lad's been good. He's been excellent as well.
Class. Yeah, Lofthouse, remember him? But absolutely class.
Mamadou
Joe from Cambridge.
Archie Mayer. These are all players that will be in the football league for probably the remainder of their careers. And we've lost Steely at the moment. We'll have to get on Elon Musk.
Someone just shot Steely.
Has Elon Musk let you come back?
I'm back.
Elon Musk.
Rob Puffin come to get him.
There was, and we've got more messages coming in here. We've got Barnet at home as well, cracking second half. Yeah, I mean, there's been some great performances. These lads they're an honest bunch of lads, and honest on and off the pitch. They don't shirk, right. And that's
dagging them away with a good performance.
Yeah.
Oh, sigh.
And we've got behind the scenes recruitment players, staff, and have been wonderful this season to have. And I just want to take this time, because obviously I know we in previous weeks we sent messages out to the players to say, we're fully behind you. And of course they're going into Wembley, and the players' families watch this as well. And I just want to say, and I don't know if the lads want to chip in with this as well, but how proud we are of all of you, what you've done. This is, it feels like Wembley had been whitewashed a little bit because of what happened a few weeks ago. And now we're in the cusp of hopefully getting our first trophy and etching the club's name into history forevermore. And them lads, win, lose or draw, they'll be heroes to us, but they can become absolute legends if they can, get us over the line. And I think this team is more than capable of doing it. And if you're watching, lads, we're so proud and thankful for everything you've done this season. You deserved more from the EFL. We all know that, but you couldn't give us anything more.
I'm gonna say it, lads. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Yeah. It's been an absolute fabulous season. You're a credit to the fans. You're a credit to the club, but more to the point, you're a credit to yourselves and your families. You've been absolutely phenomenal this season. That includes the staff as well.
Yeah.
Look, we can't rewrite what happened with the AFL, the council, and whoever else. Go out there, give it 100%. That's all we can ask of you. Take on board the ones who lost it last year, how it felt, how shit it felt. The ones who are playing for the first time, go and enjoy it and help erase the memory of what's just happened this year, and then go away and get yourself absolutely rat-arsed and enjoy yourself. Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Honestly, it's a tremendous achievement, and yeah, we just hope they enjoy it and show them what they're made of. Really, show Solihull, show everyone in that ground, just how good we are. Yeah, just wow, what an amazing experience to go and play at Wembley Stadium, the home of football. So, yeah, good luck, and it's been a hell of a season, hasn't it, lads?
Oh,
yeah.
Really, it's been tremendous, really.
It's been epic.
If we come out winning that trophy, I can eventually bury Wycombe Wanderers 1993 or whatever it was.
No, Mickey. No, I was there, Mickey. Don't you worry.
We'll officially put them ghosts to bed, won't we?
Yeah.
Just a little side note, a big thank you to all the new subscribers. We are at 867 now, which is amazing. If we can hit 1,000, we want to think that we can reach a full home crowd. You put 1,000 people together, that's a big thing, that. And so we're 133 away. So if you haven't hit subscribe already, please do. We put out clips of shorts now of what will have happened in this show, and also as well the vlog, in which me and Steely are going to be making an epic vlog. We're going to be recording everything. You're going to see us getting into bed together.
Yeah, it's got on my OnlyFans page,
You're going to see how Steely washes my back in the shower. We've got to walk this camera.
Mr. Miyagi, wipe on, wipe off.
It'll be exactly like that. But no, please do follow us and help us reach more people, because that's what it's about. It's not about us. It's about yous and about the players, the staff, the families, everybody. And I think Mickey will probably concur with this, and Steely a little bit, because he can't make it all the games. The amount of people that have come over and said to us that they enjoy the podcast has been, we do this and not forget about it, but we forget that people are watching us on their tellies in the house, and then come over on a match day and say hello and say, "You're right, Dave," and I haven't got a clue who some of these people are, and it's lovely. It's lovely, because we forget that people are watching us. So obviously we know people are watching, but it's just, to us, it's just a number in the corner of the screen or a stat afterwards. But to have you all come over and messages about the show and saying that you like it is just amazing. That's why we continue to do it, because it wouldn't be a show without you. We could talk rubbish to ourselves for ages, and we do. And you want to see the state?
We do.
But, see, to be fair,
yeah.
I mean, I must cut in on there, because of the amount of people who said it wasn't the same without me last week. Thank you very much.
It really wasn't, Mickey, to be fair. But to be honest, you were the only one who texted in to say it's not the same without you.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it send.
Well, I think to thank me mum, me Andy. Trina. He even had to persuade Trina to do it.
Yeah, we've got a lovely message from a friend of the show, Meg Baker, and she put good luck at Wembley, and we send our love to Meg and the Scott family as well. We've got one here. Be proud of what you've done so far. Go out there on Saturday and show what the Heat Army is all about.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, Stephen.
This has been a great season. The FA Trophy will be a crown in glory, one way or another. We're all proud of you. We certainly are. And as I say,
and that's win, lose, or draw, by the way, lads.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
And look, there's going to be tears at the end of the game. We know that. That's just from Mark saying, "Why do I have to put up another season of them?"
And if we're winning, you're not getting a sensible word out of that.
No,
at the top there.
It's just what you.
I don't really drink very often. I'm going for a drink, so you probably won't get a sensible word with me for a while.
We're not doing a vlog about that. I know that much.
Yeah, we've got Paul Doolan's, but stay tuned in. Caught up with the bit where Steely washing your back in the shower. Show's going at 9 o'clock after this. Yeah, it is. Mickey, see you Saturday morning in a pink wig and pink thong. Yes, people are saying someone's want to.
If that's what you're going in, Kieran, that's entirely up to you.
And, we've got Craig Hilton's joined us, Super Heat Army, good luck, and then we've got Gordon Manning. Look at that, them two reprobates coming in late and asking how we're doing. We're doing all right. We've got
thank you, lads.
Just under 10 minutes left. So if you want to get your messages in, anything for the lads or anything you want to say, and anything you're doing where you're meeting in London for a drink beforehand, what train are you on? Let's make it a family event if people can meet up. I mean, me and Steely are going down on Friday morning. So we'll have a nice chill and say take full advantage of that shower and that double bed that we've got. So we're laughing, we're joking, but Steely booked the room, so I'm fine now. You did get 2 singles, didn't you?
I've been a bit lonely on the island, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
these bags will be in a seal sitting there.
I was going to say, I'll wait in the morning. I'll just hear a ruffle of a puffin, like. Got there. Look, cheeky bugger, Davey. Yeah, that's me. But anyone wants to get the messages in, enjoy the game. Safe travels, everyone. Bring the trophy home. Well, let's hope we do. But it's not the end of the world if we don't. But look, we're the ones on national TV on Saturday afternoon, and let's hope we can, give a great account of ourselves, and the Heat Army will be loud and proud. And say this could be memories of a lifetime, because we've all dreamed of it, haven't we? The FA Trophy. It's always been that one that's just been a step away. Well, literally, it is a step away now, and we've got one foot in the final. Well, we've got both feet in the final, but you want to get a hand on the trophy, don't you? That's the thing.
I mean, don't forget you've got one day to get your stuff, the merchandise, the Wembley merchandise.
Yes, 5 till 7.
You can get your Carly, you get your little Wembley patch on your shirt for a £5. They'll iron it on for you.
Yeah. And
there's polo shirts. The hoodies are quite nice. Davey's got one there. I've got one hanging up. I'm not going to use it till the weekend. There's white.
You don't want to get any jeans, this one.
It'll have I'll not be wearing it at Wembley if it's 23 degrees, that's for sure.
It'll have beer clouds on and everything. Honestly, it'll be covered. We've got it's going to be a good advert for non-league football if these two teams play passing football. It'll show quite a few League 1 and League 2 teams who play kick up and rush. Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, they're a good side themselves, to be fair.
They certainly are.
I wonder if there'll be any ex-players watching us. Any'll be there.
Well, because he's playing on the Friday, so I wouldn't be surprised if Adam Owen Bailey.
Hopefully, if he can be, yeah, that'll be good. As I say, hopefully yours comes tomorrow or Friday, just in time for you. I'm sure it will. And obviously, Sean Parry's got his hoodie and t-shirt all ready. So, well, lads, I think we'll draw to a close there. We're say the next broadcast will be live from Wembley Stadium, and then we'll be doing a celebration podcast. Hopefully,
we're doing the Box Park one where the three will get together afterwards.
We'll get some videos there, and holding Mickey up at the bar. Let's have a look. We've got.
I think the bar can do it themselves. I've heard about the prices in Box Park. Apparently, the snapshot stand and deliver when you pay for the beers.
There's hoodies. If you want to get one of the last few hoodies, they're £20 at the moment. Assume they'll stay that price tomorrow. That's what it was when he was leaving there. Graham Jones just tuned in, booked 2 tickets for Saturday. Can't wait to meet all you lovely people. Graham and Lindsay, Worcester City Gateshead FC fans. Fantastic.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Hopefully, good. Make a beeline if you see we're definitely. And I've also got to say, I was at Gated Stadium yesterday and I bumped into someone who used to live 3 doors away from me, David Sheevel. First time I'd seen him in years, and he's going to Wembley as well.
Was the restraining order over?
No. I couldn't be honest. I was so shocked when he says when he said who he was, and hopefully we're going to meet up in Box Park on Saturday. Honestly, Davey, it was good to meet you again, and I can't wait to see you on Saturday in Box Park, mate.
Well, we've got Rory Connolly sending a message, but cracking show, lads. Thank you very much. Gorgeous boy, Rory. I've got my new home top, lads, with the writing on it for the final. Fantastic.
Excellent.
Good night. Enjoy Saturday. Come on the Heed, Box Park, Wembley, and we've got it wasn't the same. It was better. I'm not sure what that's in reference to, what we've missed. But we've got a great show, everyone. I will try and send some videos for the next podcast. Well, thank you very much. And if you do,
all I can see is Wembley again, ole ole.
Tell me, ma.
Bring the soap with you. You're gonna wash back.
Just on a final note, I've got a train ticket and a hotel room going quite cheaply. If anyone wants to catch it, just contact me on Twitter. In fact, it's free. In fact, I'll pay you.
Look, what happens,
and it has to be a meal.
Oh, yeah, it does, because we're last week on mental. Right, on that note, everybody, bye.
See you at Wembley. Woo!
Bye.